Philadelphia Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. The stars have aligned. The Golden State Warriors begin with the basketball. Curry, his first effort, off the mark. Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler to Simmons. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not going down here. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, a lot of people don't recognize the fact that AI was the 9th overall pick in the year 2004, and then he played 8 years for the 76ers. How about the fact that I even called him AI, or that fans called him AI, goes to show you the respect he deserved when he wore a Sixers uniform.
Here's Curry with it up top. He'll run the offense. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Draymond Green picked up by Carmelo Anthony. Steph Curry. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Jay, he might be small, but against bigger and more athletic guards, how does he find a way to get it done?
Well, how about this? Last year, he shot 42% from behind the three-point line. That's his second lowest three-point shooting field goal percentage since he's been in the league. That's called first-class problems. And what that does, every time you step your foot over half court with unlimited range, it forces the defense to pick you up even quicker, which allows him way more room to operate on the offensive end.
In the front court comes Simmons. They trail by 2. Goes to the left side. Anthony off the mark. No good. Curry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Curry. Had a chance, but it's no good.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Curry, great look and vision. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Sixers control it. Embiid to Anthony. Butler. That's off the side of the rim, short. Surveys the floor. Curry, smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Curry. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
To Anthony. Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes for the Philadelphia.
Carmelo Anthony, couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one, counted. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Thomas Deep right corner. And finishes. Draymond takes it out on the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Substitution being made in this one. Markelle Fultz. He'll get it down to Johnson. Gets a shot up off the mark. Thomas into the front court. Just under a minute to go in a low-scoring first quarter of play. Here comes the screen. Gets it in the left corner. Blocked by Embiid.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Fultz. Can't connect. To Green. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
Doesn't get the bounce. Thomas with the basketball. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Nothing going here on that drive. Cruises inside for two. He'll let one fly from half court. First quarter's complete. The Warriors with the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Thomas. Shot from the lane won't go. To Butler. Fires the three. Misfires. It's no good. Thomas across the timeline. His team up by one. They work it down to Aminu. He's denied.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Embiid. Butler for two. And the Warriors have the rebound. Thomas to Green. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Golden State basketball. Thomas to Green. And a throwdown.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Butler matched up with Livingston. Here's a chance from long range. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Nothing going here on that drive. The drive right to the basket. From the outside, no good. Butler to bring it up. Down 3. To Redick. 4-3. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a 3.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. It's Steph for 2. Jumper's good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Steph lets loose. That's no good. Jimmy Butler for 2. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Simmons, deep left corner. Butler, and he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Livingston to bring it up. Leads 3. Steph Curry, guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Steph Curry, 4 out of 10. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Curry. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Fultz to Anthony. Going to launch beyond the arc. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Thomas into the front court. Up 5. Caldwell Pope to Thomas. Fires the 3. Working hard on the glass. Got it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Fultz with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Lets it fly from long range. He's not known for that. Markelle Fultz, the former #1 pick, hits a tough shot.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Fultz into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Time expires to end the first half. The Warriors with the lead.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Warriors have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The 76ers were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. And someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten into double digits yet. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers,
Game trap. Assists. Player of the half.
Day-Day has been incredible around the basket, doing everything necessary to dominate on the boards.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Butler into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Anthony. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Embiid to Butler. It's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Possession lies with Golden State. Curry to Caldwell Pope. Embiid says not this time.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Here comes the screen. No good. Not sure what that was all about. It's no good. Curry. Not that time. Butler to bring it up. Leads just a point. For 3, and that's rebounded by Golden State. Iguodala to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
And his woes from deep continue. It's no good again. It's Steph Curry with the rock. The pass set it all up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Here we go. I got him.
Simmons to Butler from long range. Still can't buy one from distance. It's no good. Passed it off. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
He was so wide open. Pretty much looked like a deer staring into the headlights. Last resort, but still, points on the board.
To Anthony. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Curry into the front court. Leads 5. To Caldwell-Pope. Curry. The jumper's off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Substitutions, Golden State.
Thomas with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Green. Thomas to Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Draymond Green all in one motion. Give it to him for 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Markelle Fultz to Anthony. Fultz. It takes a lot to keep this young man under wraps. Markelle Fultz still scores.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to 3s. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Fultz to Redick. J.J. Redick. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Sixers have the basketball. Butler to Anthony. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Aminu guarded by Jimmy Butler. Count it.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Thomas across the timeline. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. Driving right to the basket. A lot of contact. No whistle.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
You want tough. Jimmy Butler, contested 3. He buries it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Short jumper misses. That ends the period. The Warriors with the lead. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter, and you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more important.
That won't go. To Redick. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended. Thomas into the front court. Lead is 2. The drive right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Isaiah Thomas, now 3 for 9.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Markelle Fultz to Redick. 4-3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First free throw is good. And he hits the second. And he hits all 3 free throws. Thomas with the basketball. Leads 1. No good. Anthony to Fultz. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's got it for 3.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Fultz. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Golden State at the controls. Green gets it in the right corner. Thomas carries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Oh, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. MC Philly and Simple Sandys. Welcome. Let me see, I am back. But this game we need to win. Even the Lakers without LeBron. We got to beat the Lakers without LeBron. You can't... You can't lose to the Lakers with LeBron. We got to be able to beat the Lakers, man. We better beat the Lakers. We better beat the Lakers, man. We better beat the Lakers. And LeBron ain't playing, man, we better beat the Lakers.
Time
the
to shuffle things up.
The Sixers were struggling against OKC. They're cheating on calls, right? The refs are probably cheating.
Smith now in the front court.
Sometimes I think some of these games are fixed, man.
Here in the fourth quarter.
I think some of these games are fixed.
Fires the three. Is
Oh,
good.
let's go,
And here's the
Simmons.
setup
That's
that
what
down
I'm
the
talking
stretch.
about, man.
From a player who's been in these type of
boy.
positions,
That's what I'm talking about.
eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to
Look at
have to
that
jump
three.
considering I just made the last couple of
Chancellor
threes.
Williams.
And that's
There
where I
we
find
go.
an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense
the
to
rebound.
collapse
Let's go.
and kick out for, guess
Let's go.
what? Another one.
Let's go.
To
Take it
Anthony.
up. Carmelo.
Nice
Woo!
find for the basket.
Just wait a
sweet.
second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the plays
Talk about,
before this
man.
great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and
Get out of
reciprocate
here.
itself on the
Get out
defensive
of
end.
here, baby boy.
One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back.
Rising above the rim, a Carmelo Anthony special.
Ooh, is today Throwback Thursday? A little flash of the old Melo right there.
Warriors have the basketball. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Wide open look won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
That one off the mark. It's no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Smith with the basketball. Up by 6. Deep right corner. Anthony won't go down. To Thomas. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Embiid won't go. Caldwell Pope to Thomas. To Green.
Remaining in the fourth quarter.
Anthony. And Green able to clear the rebound. Warriors have the basketball. Isaiah Thomas, guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. Barring a 4-point play, this is a 2-possession game. Let's see how they decide to attack this. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Thomas.
Into the game for Philadelphia, number 41, Jimmy Butler.
Lets it fly from long range, and it's Butler with the rebound. Ben Simmons. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. for three. That's rebounded by Embiid. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
The Sixers are victorious as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers emerged victorious after a tight finish. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Warriors must be devastated after such a close loss. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid really impressed me with the way he redirected shots. Watching him block shots was only slightly more fun than watching how his teammates were reacting to them.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.